we're going to do a burlesque show. Isn't that strange? You get that reaction every time. I worked in burlesque when I was a boy. I was 11 years old. I was a candy butcher. They're the fellas that came down the aisles, you know, and sold the refreshments. You know, the milk chocolate bar with the nuts inside. You remember those fellas? That's what I did for 7 years. I had that kind of a job. And when I get this reaction from people, it disturbs me. Because that reaction comes only because people do not really know what old-time burlesque was like. They have a misconception completely. I tell you that as a boy, I was permitted, with the blessings of my teachers and my parents, to work in this theater because it was wholesome, good family entertainment.
Now, where do you think you're going? Get right back in that bed.
But I came here for peace and quiet, nurse. I want the doctor. Call the doctor.
Oh, very well. I'll call him. Dr. Longfellow!
Did you call me nurse?
No, I called you Dr. Longfellow.
Don't start up with me, sweetheart. You want I should examine your look?
Oh, no,
what are you
no.
doing 10 after 9 tonight?
Docketeer.
I
Docketeer, I am the nurse.
You-
The patient is over there.
Over here? Oh, there it is.
Doctor, you know what I'm here for, Doctor.
Certainly, my boy.
Thank you.
I know what you're here for. You're here for a nose job. Yeah, boy, what a gesundheit. No! That's a secret weapon. No!
Your name, please. Is that 1 pucks or 2 pucks? 3 pucks. And what is your occupation?
I'm a chicken.
A chicken? 1 egg. We'll put you in a chicken outfit.
No, you can't. Don't take my son. Please don't take my son.
Why not?
We need the eggs.
Eggs. Crazy to stay out of the Army? We got crazier people than you in the Pentagon. The only way you can stay out of this Army is if you're too short.
Don't mention it, baby. It slipped my mind. You have no hat, you turkey. People tune in and see a show, and they see Milton Berle as a guest star.
Yeah.
They want to laugh. See, they want to see you do, you know, hokum.
Hokum?
Yeah, they want some slapstick thing that they know you by.
Hokum and slapstick. That's what they want, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean. When you walk on the side of your feet like this.
Oh, come on. Listen, Red, listen. That style of comedy is out of date, that hokum, that slapstick, and that's out of date, really.
How can you say that's not funny anymore?
I say it's not funny.
I mean, you above all people, Milton. I know for a fact that you give some symposiums and you do seminars at colleges and you speak about comedy.
That's true.
Now, I saw you a few months ago at UCLA and you talked about comedy. You dissected it. You said what's funny and what wasn't funny. I remember when you spoke about it, you spoke about Laurel and Hardy. Now, I remember the picture too, Milton. It was called
Saps at Sea?
Saps at Sea.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Well, how can you say that stuff is not funny?
Well, what I'm trying to say, Red, that stuff is not funny today anymore. We have a more sophisticated, hip audience, a hip world, and they don't usually, you know, laugh at that visual stuff, that slapstick stuff.
Come on, man, you got to be crazy.
I'm not crazy.
When you're talking about Laurel and Hardy, well, I remember very well, you said it was hysterical.
What?
When Oliver took a big black pencil out of his pocket and went like this all over Laurel's face. How can you say... And then he took Stan's tie out and cut it right in half like this. And then he cut his suspenders like this. And then he just... Do you mean to say that's not funny?
That's not funny.
Well, just stay here a minute. I'll be right back.
Be right back. Never heard of such a thing in my life. I could become a guest on the show. He louses up my song and everything, and I... What the hell is this?
Well, see, there's nothing funnier than a seltzer bottle. I mean, if it was in a Max Sennett comedy and I was a Keystone cop and I took this seltzer bottle and went like this. You mean to say that that's not funny?
That's not funny.
I'll be right back.
I hope you do. I'll be right back. I never heard of such a thing. You come on. Oh, shut up, lady.
Hey, you did a bit on television I'll never forget. I think it was one of the funniest bits I've ever seen done. It was done with a fella had a powder puff in his hand, and he looked at you and he said, "Make up." You mean to say that's not funny?
That's not funny.
Don't go away.
There was such a thing in my life. Lady.
Now, if I was to tell you that this pie...
You went like that? Now that's funny.
Really, my forte, before I began to tell jokes, or before I thought I was telling them, was dancing. I love to dance. As a matter of fact, I think some of you folks have seen me do a dance on this program. It's a soft shoe, which I do very, very well, and would do with the slightest bit of encouragement. do that somersault for 14 weeks. And I'm not giving up. Let me have that music. I'm not giving up. I give up.
Your car has ever had. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing America's #1 television star, your June bride, Mildred Burle. Have you heard I married an elephant? It is really a pleasure. Don't I look adorable? She's here now. Please, Zelda. You're just jealous because no one ever asked you.
You notice what they're doing now? Very interesting. There's a custom that has come down through the ages. Where did it start? People applauding when they like something.
This is nothing.
Did people always do that in the old days?
It's very sophisticated, this little
What did you
clapping.
do in a caveman?
When we were excited, we did something primitive and natural. I mean, when we were exposed to our wonderment, we really reacted. I mean, it was a...
But not like this.
No, not like that.
Well, how did you react?
Did you do something? You do something, and I'll show you the old-fashioned applause. You sing a little song, I'll show you how when we like something, we really went for it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. You sing a little song, a high note.
I'll give you a high note.
A high note. Did you see that?
Yes.
Did you see
What
that?
did you
The
do?
natural reaction. Ah! Oh!
People actually hit themselves
Oh,
in the face.
boy. Wow!
That hurts, though.
Yeah, you bet it hurts now.
But people applaud.
Right, and listen, it was a dangerous thing. We could not continue to react to wonderments like that because when we had a big star, you know, like Sammy Davis Sr. would come and play the cave.
Way back there, yes.
You know, not Junior, the old one.
Yes.
We would hurt ourselves when he was terrific. So Murray, the wise one.
Yes.
Murray, oh, was he smart?
What did he do?
Murray was smart. Murray said, folks, pull your faces out of the applause. Pull your faces out.
How
And we
did he
said,
do
what
that?
do you
Could
mean?
you
He
give us
went
an example?
terrific and terrific. And you face out of the applause, see?
That's fascinating.
That's how Maury did
Well,
it.
thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
You don't
It's
want them to
wonderful
applaud
entertainment.
by doing that.
No, don't hurt your faces, folks. Just a simple little clapping will suffice. Thank you.
Why don't you introduce our number, okay?
Okay, the number we're gonna do.
Yeah, our first number, big number. Introduce it.
Songs from other lands.
Don't be nervous now.
We'd like to do a song from our Latin American neighbors to the south. A song about our Latin America's and Latin American neighbors. Only friends, only through understanding of their mores and the languages of these people. Only through this way can we understand them. We should not think of these people from other lands as being strange or different because they act and dress differently and they have a different language.
They're no different.
We should not think of them as being different.
That's right.
They're weird.
No, they are not weird.
So, we've got to keep tyranny out of Latin America and South America by only through understanding. Friends, let us reach across with that warm handshake as we reach across as we reach across the isthmus, let's grasp our Latin American neighbors in a handshake of warmth, friendship. Let's grasp them in a handshake and smile and show warmth and friendship and brotherly love to these people, our Latin American neighbors. Remember, we need their coffee, their rubber, cocoa.
That's no reason to be friendly. You have to be sincere.
Ladies and gentlemen, the juggling fool, Fun Fact Steve Martin.
All right, first of all, I juggle 1. Now 2. You're not laughing now. Now 3. And the crowd goes wild. And into the first trick, this is a big one. This is the over-the-shoulder trick. Now under the leg. Now bounce it off my foot. Now this is a big one, folks. This is the one that really sends me away talking. This is the one I call the big deal. Never could figure out how to end this thing.
John, you get the feel of the stage? Lighting, the theatrical. Give me a steel blue, a baby blue, magenta, a pen spot, something like that. You're lighting all right. Let's have it for the prop table out here. Wait a minute.
Artie, what are you going to do here?
Wait a minute, will you?
Oh, wait, I've been waiting here. Wait,
your lighting,
my lighting's perfect. Are you going to I'm on.
I'll choose you. Are you on your mark?
I am.
Well, you're off it now. Now, wait a minute. I saw you. What are you doing that for?
I bit my nails because I'm nervous.
Too bad. Nice chap. I saw you on the Andy Williams show. You were talking a little while ago about making guest appearances and so forth. And you did improvisation. How do you say that?
Improvisation.
Ah. Improvisation. Anyway, you can't do anything by mail. You've got to go for a fitting. So, here's what I'll try. You ready? First time play White Man Horn.
Artie,
You talk about your wisdom teeth. John, I want to ask you a musical question.
Yes?
Do you love a parade? The stamping of feet, the march of the drum, the carp of the halt.
The what of the carp of the hall?
You hear well.
The carp of the hall?
The carp of the hall.
Well, that one I didn't.
Do you love a parade?
Yes, I do.
Then you go to war.
The chief looks rather angry, Bart. I think you better shoot him with your ray gun.
Missed.
Oh, Bart.
Wait, I read someplace that if you sprinkle water on Martians, they melt. If we only had some water.
Oh, here, Bart. Luckily, I brought along a canteen of water.
Great.
Oh, here, Bart. Oh, Bart, hurry. Throw it on him before he... Melt him.
Clara! They're not Martians. They're Venetians. We're doomed.
Well, do something.
I closed them up.
You'll thank me for it.
What's Hugh Hefner really like? My problem isn't smoking. It's water pollution. Chicago's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. Your booth or mine?
Listen, this is my first cruise. How much you tip the guy with the whip?
Okay, punk. Draw.
You gotta admit, I look better.
I normally do my own stunts unless they're extremely hazardous to my career. That's why I should have hired a stand-in to do this show.
A peanut butter sandwich would look good if you were there. Rowena, move on in. You want to see a moon gotcha?
Where's a gotcha?
See the moon? Gotcha!
You know, one thing, I cannot let you leave here without you doing one of your fantastic falls. Everybody's going to be disappointed if you don't do at least one.
I'd love to do one. We could set something up or whatever you like.
Well, go ahead. There's 3 steps right here. Just go right down them.
Well, Dick, it's not quite that simple, you see. First of all, on my show, which is, as you know, a live show, we're kind of different than this kind of show where you edit things and put them together because you're a tape show and we're kind of a more honest kind of television, more real. And, of course, I need a motivation, but the major thing is, Dick, on your show, you could put it together and I could look like an acrobat or I could look like, it could be anybody. You know, it wouldn't be me falling necessarily.
Why don't you just go ahead and do the fall? We're running out of time here. Just take the header right down the stairs here. Bang! Go ahead.
Maybe I didn't make myself clear, Dick. You see, it might look like a stuntman, it might look like anything. You could just put it together any way you want it. Now, I do regular live television. I'm interested in...
Terrific fall, terrific guy. Okay, we're running out of time right now. I'd like to bring out our other super guest, the fantastic Flip Wilson. Flip, you did a wonderful job tonight. Thank you.
I wish I could have done more, you know.
Well, I wish you could, too. I'm awfully sorry about that, but I appreciate what you did do.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you for coming.
Yeah. Okay, so pleasure to be here. Thanks a lot. And
maybe you'll come back again, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, swell.
I'll just say good night.
Oh, yeah. Good night to you, Flip.
No, you don't have to say good night to me the way you say good night to Chevy. I'll just do it myself.
Thank you very much. I would like now to do some basic suppressions for you now. My first suppression is Superman on drugs. I know you'd like that one. For those of you on drugs, Superman on drugs. Here we go. Still with you. Here we go.
It's like girls, always, even from a child. I mean, girls were really, nice to be out with and stuff, because she could be cool and everything. They liked it. But my father had a thing that he didn't want me to stay out. You know what I mean? You had to be home. My father had an 11 o'clock fetish. You know. Hey, man, where you going? You going out where? Well, you ain't asking nobody because you go no place. But you paying your rent now? I don't care what, be home by 11. I said 11. You can tell time, can you? Huh? You know when 11 o'clock is, don't you? Do you know? What time is it now? 8:35? That means be home by 11. I don't mean down the street singing either. I said home. 11 o'clock. And bring me a paper back. Right? And you go out, nothing starts happening until 11 o'clock. Right? Dudes be just standing around. What you waiting on, man? 11 o'clock. we're gonna get down at 11. You know, so I decided I'd hang out or something, right? You know, and I'd hang out, and you always be aware of the time. You know, you'd be dancing and anything else. You might go, and you flash like in the middle of the song, be, and it's 20 after 11. What's wrong with you? You start running home, man. I had a cool run, though. In case the girls would say, look, Richard's running. Yes, but he's cool. I'd be trying to get home. The cops would catch me in the alley, right? You know, behind the department store or something. I'd be taking the shortcut home because I had a curfew, right? You had to be home by 11. Niggas 11, Negroes 12. And I'd be trying to get it. Right, and the cops would stop you. Get your hands up, black boy. All right, put your hands against the wall. There ain't no wall. Find one. Right, and the guys put the handcuffs on me and stuff. I was really skinny. Just slip off. The guy get mad. Put him on his ankles or hips or something. Right, and they handcuff you to the car. Take you downtown, you know. And they call your father about 4 in the morning, you know.
Mr. Pryor, we have your son down here at headquarters. What about him? Let him rot.
I hope he wouldn't come get me, because I know he was going to kill me, right? I'd pray something happened to him before he get there. Please, God, let him be in a wreck, anything. Because he'd come get me out and he had an attitude like, yeah, I'm going to get you out. But you know, yeah, how much is it, man? $10? Yeah, I'm going to pay it, but you know I'm going to pay. Right, and we get home, my mother be talking about, it hurts me more than it hurts you. I said, well, yeah, let him beat you then.
I just broke up with someone. The last thing she said to me was, you'll never find anyone like me again. You know, and I'm thinking, I should hope not. If I don't want you, why would I want someone just like you? Does that make sense to you? Does anyone end a bad relationship and then say, oh, by the way, do you have a twin? People are stupid, you know. Couples break up, get back together 6 months later, or worse, when married couples get divorced and remarried. To me, that's like eating your cereal in the morning and going, oh, this milk is sour. Maybe tomorrow it'll be fresh.
And it kills me because I now am a widow, and that means I'm a widow now 3 years, and I'm starting to date. You don't know what it's like, especially men, because it's a man's world. Every man, let me tell you, in this room, I don't care how old you are, as long as you live, you're a catch. Do you understand how lucky you are? We have an extra man. Bring him along. He's 98. Bring him, bring him. He's dead. Bring him. We'll prop him. A woman, and now I go to singles bars. Are you married? Do you know, you like young guys? I do not. I just like a guy that breathes. I have guys, I had a guy that was so old he picked me up in a hearse. I mean, it's like, we went to dinner. I made him pay in advance. I got nervous. Do you know? I mean, and to have to meet men. Ugh, I went into a bar. I said to a guy, lonesome. He said, not that lonesome. Oh, you know what? You know what? Can we talk here for a second? Do you know why I don't have many dates? Because I don't think I'm good in bed. Do you think you're good in bed? Great. Lucky bitch. What about you? Single girl. Do you think you're good in bed? We can talk. They won't show your face in the camera. Do you think you're good in bed? Do you both move at the same time? Then I don't think I'm good. My husband never said I wasn't good in bed, okay? But I once said to him, why don't you call out my name when we're making love? And he said, I don't want to wake you up. And, oh, isn't that a good joke? The Queen of England told me that. Is she here?